Hey guys, my name is Mike Thomsen and I'm the Rider-in-Chief at MotoDreamer. We do motorcycle adventures around the world in all kinds of destinations, and lately we've been adding some 100% off-road tours to our program because your interests have been changing along with ours. So I want to show you here the chaotic table of everything I'm packing for a 5-day trip to Peru, doing sand dunes, gravel and dirt and stones. And we're going down to check out some new routes that hopefully will become a tour next year that you can join. So I want to do this setup so you can see exactly what I bring on a dirt tour, where I think after 30 years of riding motorcycles and 15 years as a professional guide and the last 5-6 years loving dirt riding, this is what I have come up with being the perfect setup for me. So first of all, I use the former boots. Those are adventure boots rather than full-on off-road boots. The reason being that most of the trips we don't sit on the bike the entire time. So it's nice to have a boot with a sole that's a little bit more flexible when you have to get off the bike and walk around. We love to take pictures. We use the drone, so they offer pretty good protection. And they're much more comfortable than a normal motocross boot. The motocross boot really sucks when you have to walk. Of course, the protection is a little bit better, but we are not in a professional race. We are out enjoying ourselves on a tour. So that's the reason why I use the former boots. I've used them 2 times in the rallies in Africa, from Spain down to Dakar. I absolutely love this type of boot for long days of riding. So that's the first thing that goes into my nice climb bag. There's a special pocket right here where the boots go in so they don't stink up the rest of the bag. So this is a really great feature in the climb bag here. Once that's done, then I have knee protectors. I don't wear pants with protection in it. I use motocross style pants, so I wear separate knee pads that go inside. So I stuff them into the boots here to don't take off so much space. Then I have the base layer. The base layer consists of a thin washable tank top type shirt that will keep me dry for the most of the time, and it's super easy to wash during the night. Squeeze it up and hang it. I have 2 of those, and then I have a bunch of boxer shorts which are the same material, easy to wash, squeeze up at night, and you're ready to go again the next morning. So for 5 days I bring 5 pairs of boxer and 2 small t-shirts. I also bring easy dryable towel, because not everywhere we go they have all the facilities. Especially on the dirt trips we get out to some really tricky areas sometimes, and the accommodation can be pretty basic, so that goes in there as well. Then we have let's see here, the pants that I use are the Climb Dakar pants, which is a pant that actually can go over the boot or inside the boot. It kind of depends how you feel that you want to ride. So I'll stuff those pants in here as well. Then we have a jersey, and I love this jersey. I'm afraid they don't sell it anymore, Climb, but they have a similar jersey. This is like a full-on mesh, but it's super strong. This has actually been with me on 2 rallies in Africa and still survived. So yeah, I love this jersey. It's not just a normal motocross jersey. This is some thicker material, so it really lasts whatever types of terrain you get into. On top of that, I have a windstopper jacket. It's also a climb jacket. This is super cool to have on the bike. You just roll it up. If you get into some cool temperatures, then you can just throw this over and you can continue to ride, so you don't have to like stop for the day and go back because you're cold. I really like that. It's not waterproof, but it's a windstopper, but a great product that really just folds up real easy. Then we can get to some more protection here. I have this vest with protective shoulders, the elbows you have here on the front and the back. Great material, foldable, super soft, so it's comfortable to ride with that all day long. And I really enjoy wearing that on the long rides, the rallies and full days of dirt riding. So that goes in there as well. I also wear these pants underneath. They have protective here on the hips and on the front as well. You do get banged up when we're out on the dirt trail, so this is nice to have just a couple more patches down your legs, so you don't have to worry about that. What else can I show you? I can show you here just my normal casual wear. I have some MotoDreamer shirts, of course. Those are very necessary when we are out promoting our trips. I have a little MotoDreamer flag that always packs in as well. Then of course just a pair of shorts, some easy dryable t-shirts, and then a thicker shirt that I can actually wear at night if it cools down a little bit. And then for the riding I have these things that actually go underneath your riding glove. So you stick your arm through here, or your hand, and then you put your fingers in through here, and this helps you from not busting up your hands on the dirt. So those are really comfortable underneath your motocross gloves, and you can ride much longer days with something like this on. It's really just kind of like a thin neoprene padding, so that really helps with a standard motocross glove. So the gloves, they can be packed now. They will go into the compartment up here. So they're a little bit out of the way for easy access. What else do we have? Then I have the headwear. I always bring kind of like a safari hat that's ventilated and will protect you from the sun. Many of the places we go are really tough sun. And I also have like an easy cap that's easy washable. It's just like a running cap. And then I have like a little beanie that I put under the helmet to suck all the moist when we are really doing the tough riding. So that's a great thing to bring along as well. Let's see here if we can get this in here without dropping everything all over the place. All right. Gloves. What else do we have? I have a spare pair of goggles. These are also climb goggles, the simple ones. They have a bunch of goggles that are all fancy with all kinds of stuff. I like the simple ones. They're easy to clean. They don't take up too much space. So that's a great addition for your trip. There's a special pocket for goggles here on the outside of the climb bag with a soft inlay. So that's really good for spare goggles. Alrighty, what else we have? Let's see here. Casual wear. Let's get that folded up and packed into the bag. There we go with the flag. And I like to have these kind of separation bags to keep things a little bit organized. It's much easier when you have to pack and get the stuff out of your bag real quick. So I also have another one here that's just your basic socks, riding socks, long socks. I like that so you don't get marks from the boots on your legs. And then of course some just thin socks for casual walking around every day. So that's great. I do bring just an extra pair of pads for the elbows, just in case that I don't like to ride with the full vest on. Sometimes it's so warm that you just want to enjoy the sand dunes and just have the jersey. Then I put just an elbow pad on, the jersey on top of the sweat top, and then you can stand the heat much better. Then of course I take a pair of flip-flops. It's always great to bring flip-flops when at night you get out of your boots, smelly, stinky boots. Oops, there was another shirt. It goes in here. So let's pack that in there. All right, then I have a windstopper jacket for cooler nights that go on top of the thicker shirt. And of course I bring this inside the plane. If it gets cool in the plane, this can be really annoying. So nice to have a jacket you can put on so you don't have to sit and freeze all night if you're on a long flight. Then of course there's the drone. And I have this Skydio drone, which I think is the best on the market right now. This Skydio drone can actually follow along with the beacon. So you send it up and you connect it with the beacon, and then you keep riding and the drone will follow you. It will avoid all obstacles around. And that's a really cool thing to have along on a bike trip. There is also a full-on controller that you can use, and I can show you over here my electronic package. That's pretty comprehensive actually. This is the bag for the camera that is filming this, the 360 GoPro that I can mount on my chest or on my helmet or on the bike. So this is the 360 GoPro is really cool. I have a little speaker for listening to music at night. Of course I have a bunch of extra batteries, chargers. I have a power bank for my cellular phone. We always have the cell phone with a local SIM card in case something happens. We can call for help. Bunch of cables, and then I bring a little Bluetooth keyboard, so I can actually work even more efficient on my phone rather than bringing the big laptop. So this is great. You connect it with Bluetooth, and you can write emails and answer emails right on your phone. And this is a good little thing instead of bringing a full-on laptop that can break or get stolen. So I like that a lot. What else can I show you? Yeah, I'll close this thing up and then get on to this, the neck protector. This goes around your neck and sits underneath the helmet. So when you have your helmet on, you can't twist your neck and break it. So this is actually a simple one. There are some much more elaborate types, race style neck braces. This one is super simple, easy to clean, doesn't weigh much, and it does the job. I mean, it's not a full-on racing neck brace, but it does what it has to do, and I really like using it. I've used it in the rallies as well. Very comfortable for a full day ride. I use electrolytes powders to put in the camelback. This is good when you're midday and you're exhausted. Put in some electrolyte in your drink and you gain your energy back. Over here I have two options for hydration. So either there's the assault vest from Climb, which is a super cool new vest. It's been out for not that long. I've used it on a few trips. It's great because it has all these pockets. So instead of having bags on your bike, you just load the things up here, like your electrolytes, your small tools, your batteries for your camera, from your drone, and there's a little tool, what you call it, a pouch here in the back, and there's a, what you call a water camelback inside. So this is an awesome vest. It's not always super comfortable because it can get a little hot. That's why I have a lighter version, which is basically just a backpack but with hydration in it. And the good thing about this backpack that it actually fits the box of the drone here with the controls and everything, so it packs super light, so I can have water and a drone, and then we can be out on the trails filming. So that's a great setup. What can I say? The helmet I use is a Climb helmet, the F5 in enduro off-road helmet, and let's get it out here. This is how it looks. Very cool helmet, lightweight. As you might be able to see, it's made out of tubes inside, so it doesn't have a foam. It's actually tubes that collapse if you have a hard impact. Very cool new system that they have developed. And the helmet's super lightweight, great fit, very comfortable. On top of that, I have a Gore-Tex shell that I can strap on. Easy to get out if we should get rain. On this tour to Peru, I doubt we'll get rain because we're mostly in the sand dunes. We will actually be in the sand dunes where the Dakar rally raced around for almost 10 years here in South America. And we're gonna go down and see if we can invent a tour that makes sense for you guys to come and join me on. That will be available for everybody who likes to ride dirt. Then I have my little toiletry kit here, of course, deodorant, some headache pills, some muscle pills, toothbrush, toothpaste, some cream, sunscreen, mosquito repellent, and that's about it. I don't like to pack too much stuff. I like to be able to clean my ears. So that's there as well. Sunglasses, a must have. So that's something you absolutely have to bring along. I like to also recommend bringing just kind of like a net like this for your dirty clothes. This way you don't mix it up with your clean clothes inside your pack. And I have just this little thing for the back for the goggles on the helmet. So I guess that's about it. I mean, I bring this big bag here with 23 kilos, which fits almost every airline, no problem. Has wheels on it. And then I bring a little waterproof bag that carries all my electronics, my daily stuff, which is my carry-on. And that's basically my setup. So I have in total about 30 kilos of luggage. All the gear, plus the electronics. and the gear and the normal casual wear that I use on the plane. That's it. That's all I need for a trip. This trip could be 10 days or 14 days. It would be exactly the same setup I use. Don't bring extra because it's extra days. Basically just wash the stuff at night. It's all super easy and quick dryable. So that's the way to go. This is the setup for my dirt tours. My adventure and the motorcycle touring kit is different. So I'll show that in another video. So subscribe, and I hope to see you on tour.